Today we are going to take a closer look at a pair of very comfortable street sneakers that also tell a story. Stay tuned. These are Jordan series sneakers and they tell a bit of Michael Jordan's story. Take a look. Okay, to give them a bit of context, these are what I like to call tribute sneakers, and together with all the vintage sneakers that were initially meant to be used as performance sports sneakers and became street-only shoes due to the advances in technology that gave birth to the lightweight capable performance sneakers of today, these also only tell the story of the sport and are not built for playing it also. And the story, of course, is about Michael Jordan's upbringing, and the sneakers feature elements that pay tribute to his childhood training everywhere. Let's talk about them. Appearance-wise, this pair comes in a dark blue and light gray color theme that is my favorite, but you can also choose from an array of colorways that I think can satisfy anyone's preferences. By the way, Nike has a pretentious way of naming the colors. For instance, this pair comes in French blue and ashen slate white. Yeah, laces are French blue to match the main part of the upper, and insole is grey to match the toes and heel areas. Interior colors match the exterior colors with blue in the back and grey in the front. The stitching is beautiful and high quality everywhere you look. I was really impressed by this. Midsole has a subtle tint towards yellow and feature a white upper strip to make the transition to the upper. In the logos department, this featured the Jumpman and Jordan series writing on a label stitch on top of the tongue, and another Jordan series embroidered on the side. Another Jumpman logo sits on the midsole, and the insoles have non-matching prints, the left one featuring the Jumpman again, and the right a quote from Larry, Michael Jordan's older brother, from when they were playing basketball as kids in the backyard, that reads, "Swing for the fence." A direct quote from Larry to his little brother MJ. This is a reminder of the fierce competition between the two brothers that contributed to MJ's competitive personality. Moving down to the blue outsole, we can find extra references from MJ's matches against his brother with texts that read, "It went down in the backyard" on the right sneaker, and "There was never any doubt" on the left one. These are quirky, but are also what make these sneakers really special, and I like these small details. The history lesson is not over, because also here we can spot a great round accent containing number 45 divided by 2 carved into the midsole, 45 being the number that MJ wore on his basketball jersey throughout high school until his junior year when he played on the varsity team with Larry, who also wore the number, and Michael ended up choosing a number that is half of 45, that being 22.5 if you're good at math, but if you're not, like myself, the answer is 23. As a tribute to Michael extensively wearing 23 on his jersey throughout his professional career, also stands the number carved on the box in gold. To finish up the looks of these sneakers, I have to mention the triangle-shaped piece of elastic blue textile that sits between the upper materials, that together with the 4 quirky holes placed on the tongue definitely makes you wonder. But I will explain all of that in just a bit when we'll talk features. First, let's break down the materials used for these sneakers. Putting the elasticy triangle aside, the upper is made from leather in the back, suede in the front and the heel area, and a nylon textile tongue, but materials vary based on the colorway. Some of them have an all suede upper and others feature a canvas material replacing the blue leather one. The leather used for this is thick and high quality throughout the sneaker. The interior lining is made from a nylon mesh and the interior of the tongue from a soft woven polyester. Unfortunately, I was not able to pull out the insole, which is hard glued to the midsole, but you have to trust me when I say that this one is thick, almost 0.4 inches. Also, respectable amount of padding was placed inside the tongue, but almost none in the back, that is rigid and supportive, but not cushioned. Midsole and outsole are made from two different types of rubber, a softer, grippier one for the midsole and a less grippy and more rigid one for the outsole. Now, let's move on and finally discuss features. Despite having a quite rigid upper, a stiff midsole and also being on the heavy side, these are comfortable daily drivers that will definitely last a long time. Here to argue for comfort are the soft, thick padded tongue that will protect your feet against any lace bites, the very thick insole that will make you forget you are wearing sneakers with thin rubber midsole, and the array of punctures throughout the upper that help with breathability and make this suitable for hotter seasons. We can find a dozen of these in the toes area, a bunch on the sides and in the back, and also a lot of them on the whole surface of the insole, going all the way to the front. The airy mesh that was used for the interior and the top of the insole also contributes to keeping your feet cool. Even the tongue stop material feature 4 quirky holes with surrounding stitching that I assume are there to also provide ventilation. Now, the other quirky part that I have mentioned, that being the 2 triangle stretchy cutouts in the upper, are there to allow wider feet to also enjoy the sneakers without compromising comfort or using any fancy technology instead. I like this solution. Excellent work, Nike. An also great design decision is the use of suede for the front part of the sneaker that usually creases a lot, and using normal leather would give it away instantly. See Air Jordan 1s after at least 1 day of use. A small detail is the use of double loops to lock the tongue in place. I don't see this too often. Speaking of loops, what these lack are the heel pull loops that would help getting them on, but undoing the laces properly will do the trick. The sole is vulcanized and that contributes to the overall durability. Now, checking out the reviews on Nike website, these sneakers have none 1-star reviews, and from the 34 total reviews, 22 are 5 stars, and that is an excellent ratio. On the other hand, the low number of reviews makes me believe that these are not that popular, and that's a shame. Scrolling through them, buyers were satisfied with their comfort and true to size. Also, I can confirm that these are true to size. I have these in my size and they fit perfectly. Even though these are not that popular, Michael insisted on a new set of colorways to be released in 2022, and that is just great. Well done, MJ. Now let's draw conclusions. So these are excellent day-to-day sneakers that will make you forget you are wearing them if people around you wouldn't remind you by complimenting them. Can you walk long distances in this or wear them every day at work or school or running errands? Definitely. Can you shoot hoops in these? Sure, why not? Can you play basketball in these? I don't think so. You can try, but these were not made for the sport per se. These are 100% streetwear. Even though these sit under the Jordan brand, these are only inspired from basketball and only tell a part of Michael's story from his childhood and are built as casual sneakers. There is a whole Jordan casual sneaker series that is definitely underrated and you should check it out. On the other hand, if you are interested in a pair of basketball-oriented sneakers, you can check out this review up here, in which I break apart another pair of Jordans, but this time one that you can really use for the actual game. I will also include the link below the like button. Also, what basketball sneakers can beat is the price, because these come at around $50 US. I think you get a whole lot of shoes for the price. That was it. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, you can leave any thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next one.